So it is Monday morning. It is 10:15 and I'm going out for a walk with the dogs. I'm going to go for about an hour, and then today as well I'm going to aim to take some things to the post office to get a card. Now I don't know whether that means going on my own or going with my dad. I mean, I originally wanted to walk there and get my mileage in, but alternatively I could ride there with my dad. Possibly. It's an idea. Yes. And you know what? This conference meeting that was yesterday about the advice about the next phase, it was said, oh, you can do your unlimited exercise now on Monday. Well, that's been pushed now to Wednesday. So, well, and what a right crock of shite the message was as well. It was like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Like, don't meet your family members, but you can go to work and work with people you don't know. I was like, how's that work? Like, we're gonna have a second spike, I just know it. So I'm tempted to go straight along the path to get to the end of the road here and just go straight on to the farm bit and go up the hill and then to the farm bit and then loop back around, either going left or going right, and then make my way back home. Yeah. Right, so I could go that way, but I'm going to go that way. Could also go that way, but like I said, I'm going to go that way. God almighty, I'm just thinking about it. It's 10 o'clock now. God, there's just no noise whatsoever. So yep, I'm going to go this way. You know, thinking about it, with the walking, I guess with restrictions and we're being told like a child of what to do, because that's how things need to be told to a lot of the UK. Well, actually no, not in this situation, England. Because the stay alert, the slogans and shenanigans is not being preceded by Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland. It's only England that are doing it. So, because they're like, oh, well, we know the virus is still very, very dangerous, so we need to stay at home and do this idea. So I had to have England just, well, ignoring that, really. It's like, we're going to have a second spike. I genuinely think we will, because people, during the lockdown, I can't even say really lockdown, really, because people have been incredibly stupid with it. I mean, yes, some people have done it, some people have followed it, but a lot of people have sadly not followed it. And they're just like, nah, we're not going to do this lockdown anymore, we're just going to not bother doing it. So a lot of people have just chosen not to follow it. Whereas, well, now that it comes to like, oh, we're going to come out of a lockdown, potentially ease it a little bit, people are like, this stay alert thing's going to puzzle people. And then my mum was like, how is it going to puzzle people? Staying alert is like staying focused up here. How is that going to puzzle people? Is it because people are dead straight thick? People need telling things on a plate, word by word, even if you have to break it down into letter by letter. You know, I rode to my grandma's with my dad yesterday, and we talked about it, and it was like people need telling things on like a tray, like people need telling things like spoon-fed things, like for information. And it's so true. You know, when I found out it was Wednesday, unlimited access, unlimited travel, my mum said the thing that so many people have been doing, and she's told so many people for doing it, and suggested it herself. We should go to the beach. I said, no, mum. The one thing you've sworn people to not do, you've said it to not do. You've said it yourself. We've said it ourselves, don't go to the beach. I said, no, mum, you're not thinking right. A lot of people are going to just go straight stupid. I mean, people straight stupid anyway. Oh, the water's got a bit of a clayish colour to it. Not exactly like clear colour, is it? Do you know, I remember walking along here the first day of self-isolation, and what did I do? I did a 10-kilometre walk along here. So I'm walking along here again, and it seems fitting that we're not far off the end, well, not the end, but the easing of it. Well, going up the hill, it's not warm enough to have a t-shirt on only. So, well, actually, to be fair, I'm walking uphill, so I'm going to gradually get warmer. So I might eventually be having to take this off. You know, another thing I was tempted to do, I know I was saying about doing all that massive walk, but what I could actually do is just do a loop on here. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. Right, so regarding people I've seen on this walk so far, well, I saw one person on my street but getting out of a car, so that wasn't really a thing. Then people, there was nobody. That woodland path where I was at, there were two people dog walking, and then past them, and I'm here now, and I've not yet seen anybody else, which isn't going to stay forever, but I'd like it to last for as long as it can. I think when I get to the top, I'm going to take a jump off, even if it's for 10 minutes or so. I can put it back on. Whew. Whew. Warm. Whew. God. Still going uphill. It's not that bad of an incline though. I'm heading uphill. I'm keeping the dogs on the lead because there are horses in the field. Not that one, but the other one. You know, with the Move Utah challenge, which is to do 6 hours of riding in the whole month, I've got 1 hour 32 minutes left of it to do, and that's it. And with unlimited access, unlimited travel on Wednesday, I'm actually going to walk to my grandma's. Not with the dogs though. Walk there, have some dinner, keep my social distancing obviously, and then walk home. You know, I thought about doing some more Google Earth videos. I've got a couple already that are private, but make more. And I had a couple of ideas. Belize, Comoros Islands, the Maldives. You know, I'd also thought about Mauritius as well. Yeah. Possibly. So yeah, I'm actually enjoying not making vlogs. This is going to sound strange saying that considering what I'm doing right now. But I'm actually kind of enjoying... Well, the thing is, right, when this goes up, it's possible I might be uploading vlogs again. Or I might still be uploading music, Google Earth, artwork. Who knows? And I don't quite know now where to go. Shall I go up there to Brosters when it is 10:20? Shall I go up that bit of pathway which goes to an off-road bit which the dogs can be off then? Or shall I just head down that way? Actually, I could head down that way then go to the woodland bit. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So I think realistically, with going to the post office, it's possible that I could walk there and back, but then it's possible that me and my dad could ride down, or alternatively walk the dogs down. I don't know. Actually, I'm walking them now, so possibly ride down, maybe, potentially together. And then in the evening, all of us walk together. Potentially. And here's the thing. When trying to stay isolated, it's just important to know where to go. I kid you not, since those two on the woodland path near Poo Path, I have not seen a single person. And I'm sure there's people out and about right now. I'm sure there is, but I ain't seen anyone. I mean, let alone, I did say there's going to be a point where I do see somebody, but it's as of when is the key question. Yes. Well, literally just said it's going to be not long till I see somebody, or alternatively, it's going to be interesting to see when I see somebody next. Yeah, just seen someone walking downhill. Not this hill, but the one I'm about to go down. But I'm not going to walk down it like an idiot. I'm going to walk down it leisurely. And the guy's relatively quite far in front, so I'm just going to take it steady and enjoy walking downhill. Oh my god, that house has got a lot of house. That house has got a lot of house to burn. A lot of wood to burn. Yes, they've got a lot of wood to burn. So I was thinking about going back down that way. It is 10:30 actually. Actually, it's only 10:30. God, okay, so my initial idea is to go straight. Oh, I'm just going to watch the dogs for a moment because it's like a round two all of a sudden. Basically what happened when I was in Saddleworth, what was it called? Joined up by Saddleworth Road. There's a field there with cows in it, and the dogs started charging at us. The cows started charging at us, and the dogs just wanted to attack him. It's like, dogs no, dogs no. So I ended up cutting my knuckle open. So yeah, oh, pardon me. 2 ways to go. I'm gonna go straight on. So it's been about a month, well actually it says 1 month on the channel, since I uploaded a gaming video to the gaming channel. The thing is, I'm still making montages and I'm still doing other things, like other bits of gameplay, but it's not to a point where it's like, oh, that's going to be the next video afterwards, because it's a relatively good video and I actually enjoy watching it back time and time again because it's so good. Like, the selection of clips are good, the music's good, I actually enjoy it. It's actually a good, and the thing is, the video audio is Celdweller, Good Luck You're Fucked, which is quite an appropriate song title considering a lot of the footage is Call of Duty footage, so it works. So I still want to make montages, still do the live stream stuff, but what I would really like to do is, if when Michael does some more live stream footage for his DVR, you see what it is, and I think it's a relatively good idea. Macmillan 2020, I did that successfully in recording loads of pieces of footage and doing that, but then I used a mass amount of data in one day. So what my idea is to still make video content, but then when it comes to the 2021 Macmillan gaming, if I can make loads of content then, and I mean just in that whole space of like from now even till next year and then to the point where it starts, then I've got a good starting point. Jesus, I nearly fell. That would not have been good, would it? That would not have been good, not at all. Don't know, speaking like that, I do not know why. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought it was, but it was alright. I was having a chat with a woman for about a good half an hour. No, was it half an hour? About 20, no, probably 20 minutes. I thought I'll go this way. And then it just ended up being longer. I'm actually going to phone my dad now and say I'm actually going to walk home. Well, I've got a timer now, which is actually alright. It's not a surprise. So I've got 4 folders on my computer of videos, and actually 2 of them are bike rides, and then 2 of them are not. So I don't necessarily need to do some importing today. The thing is, if me and my dad ride up to the post office, then I don't have to record footage then. So it's actually now 5 to 11. So I'm not going to get back now till like, what, 11:30. Phew. Those points I was like, come on, I need to go. And just could not get a word in. I'm just going to be careful now because this bit gets a little challenging. Plus I've emptied the can as well. I'm going to find a bin. Well, there's one at the bottom of Shaw Park. When I get to the Shaw Park bit, I'm not going to go all the way back up the hill to Jagger Green again. I'm just going to make my way through Shaw Park and then make my way down the hill back home. God, the dogs are trying. Hold on. I bet because I was stopped up there for a good 20 minutes, my activity will have glitched. Like, it'll go like that. Just eager to get going, and I can. Oh, my dog's found the ball. We're not playing with it. Well, I can kick it for a little bit. I was like, come on. I was thinking to myself, I need to get going. And just wouldn't. I now know what it's like for other people now, because I was like, shh, I need to get going. Well, I'll tell you something, because I'm getting to a more urbanised and populated area, I'm going to start seeing more people. And, well, seeing 3 more up there, well above the age of the self-isolating age. I'll tell you something, not once on this walk have I seen someone my age. Do people my age not exercise? Do they not? Because I'm starting to think no, they don't. Partly because they might not know what it is. Pretty much. Oh God, I can't put that in there. That bin is very, very full. Gonna have to hold the can further. I literally said to my dad, I phoned my dad. Look, I've been on chatting to somebody for like a good 20 minutes. I'm now coming home. Just checking the road. If there's one thing I've learnt from the pandemic, is that people my age don't go out exercising. Not that much, really. And I'm not knocking the fact that people my age do not exercise, because there's going to be some that do. There'll be a lot that do. But it's just, with my experience of going out, doing the walks during the lockdown and the pandemic, I haven't seen anyone. Hardly. Like, I've hardly seen anyone. Which is not a good thing, and I'm seeing a lot more of the older generation out when they shouldn't be out. But like, nah, we're not going to do as we're told. Normally it's the younger that are less obedient and being like, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. But it's actually the older people that are being less obedient than the younger generation, actually. I've still not yet found a bin that's empty-ish, because they're all relatively very full with waste and really, really need emptying. But they're not being, because, well, pandemic and all that, you know. I think it's gonna rain. Well, I can't go along Poo Path because it is heavily populated with the people that should be staying inside, but they're not doing. The over-isolating age. So I'm actually going to walk to Stirling Road now and actually go down that way, go up to Green Lane and go that way to home. So it's probably going to be about 11:30, which is actually not too bad, really. Not really too bad. But it's a lot of the people that should be staying indoors, and they're not doing because they think they're invincible. Yeah. And something else that's weird, there's a guy that lives around where I live who's on a mobility scooter, who has a dog with him. This same guy has just parked up near us, got out of his car to then assemble the mobility scooter he uses to then go for a drive on that. So you've drove your car to then drive on wheels on your mobility scooter. You're not even walking. Fucking old people, man. Well, I'm nearly at 4 miles. The wind is pretty fierce. It's also starting to rain a little bit as well. getting a bit cold as well with not having my jumper on. So yeah, going the longer way is not what I wanted to do, but it's what I've got to do because ignorant people like the way on the poo path bit can't follow a simple instruction. Right, nearly done with 4.5 miles. Cool, it's raining, not cool. It's cold, not cool. So I'm going to go in and warm up. Right, thanks for watching and goodbye.